Hey bestie, where have you been? I missed you. Anyways, I've got to catch you up on what's been going on lately. Chat, I'm fat. How did you let this happen to me? I'm just kidding, but I did gain like 10 pounds over this holiday time, which is like, I'm going on a diet. People are always like, new year, new me, and like, I don't want a new year, new me. I want new year, regular me, the old one that I 10 pounds ago. But before I go on a diet, I'm gonna eat these taquitos and everything else that's bad in my house. After these, I have one more serving of taquitos and then they're done. But you know, it's not my fault because like during the holidays, there's pies and cookies and treats like everywhere. You want me to waste food? I'm poor, we can't do that. I've also been eating like a bunch of taquitos and bulldog. So you know, gaining 10 pounds, it makes sense. But I'm 5'3", so it's like 10 pounds, 5'3". Anyways, I need help on cheap, healthy meals. So if you know any that I need to look up, drop a comment below. I also need help because I like snacks. Specifically, I love chips, like the little crunch and the saltiness. Like I love that. I'm having snacks. I do want a salty snack like 90% of the time. And I personally don't know like any kind of alternative to chips. So again, if you know, I think I need to write everything out and like have a daily like checklist or whatever. So I want to go on a diet. I need to be like at least a little bit active every day. And I hate being active, so that's like 5-10 minutes, you know, nothing crazy. My vlogs are not on a schedule, but I want to post once a week, ideally twice a week. But I hate editing more than absolutely anything in this world. It really drains my energy and like my brain. It just dwindles down. It's not as bright and sparkly or peppy and alive. I think that happens because I'm like, oh, I posted a vlog like 5 days ago. I need to like get ready for the next one. I've come to the realization that I have to edit every single day. But for everything else, I do think that I need to lock in, okay? Mentally, I've been like super engaged in like wanting to learn more of my language learning. I think I need to use a timer and like actually like study for this long, block out like this is my learning time. Daily, I just make sure that I check into each app, which means I'll do a lesson on each one. So I told you I got the paid subscription for Hello Chinese. That is my favorite and I spend the most time on there and I do different courses on there. Really, it's the same thing, but I go back and forth between version 1 and version 2 because I feel like they're both here and they're kind of teaching mostly the same stuff. So just like go through it, practice it all. Also, I've never showed you guys version 2 of learning on that app is like, who was in charge? Who approved this? Why are the pictures like this? This is my language learning app. This is serious? It's so unserious. So Hello Chinese, I do air learn. There's like 5 credits a day, so I make sure I get the 5 credits. And then the last app that I use is Duolingo, which I don't super love. I kind of dislike it, but I restarted my account, so it's kind of like a brush up, make sure that I really know my stuff. But also, I'm insane, and I decided I wanted to learn Japanese and Korean, so I started those on Duolingo. So on Duolingo, I have Chinese, Italian, Japanese, and Korean. A little ambitious since I'm not fluent in any of them. I could definitely hold a conversation the most with my Chinese, even though it's not a lot. And then Italian, the other two, not enough. I know a little, but I'm really focusing on Chinese. Like that's the one I'm learning this. Also, something happens in your brain after you started to learn like 3 languages and it just like clicks differently. I don't know how to explain it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But like, I truly felt my brain chemistry changing. Oh, also, I don't know if I ever told you guys, I have Hello Talk, but I don't feel like I read well enough to speak with a native Chinese speaker. Also, why do people not use their real pictures on there? They're like not their real pictures. And if you ask them about it, they're like, huh? I'm like, multiple people with this picture have messaged me today. I know it's not you. Again, if something can be weird. Why is this in my inbox? That's crazy. That's for real. Blah blah blah, there's all my apps. I know it sounds silly, but sometimes whenever I'm taking a shower, if I remember, but I'll go on YouTube to Little Fox Chinese and I'll sing those songs, animated Chinese children's songs. Truthfully, I think that helps with pronunciation a whole lot. Okay, that's all my language learning stuff. Sorry, that was a lot. It sucks, but sometimes you just gotta sit on your bedroom floor and crash the fuck out because life is not all sunshine and rainbows. And even if you sit with things and process them, days later, the feelings can come back up again and swallow you whole. Every year in January, there's a hardcore festival called FYA. And this year I didn't go because I didn't super love the lineup. Like, it was good, but I didn't like love it. but I can't even lie to you, the videos gave me so much FOMO. Just the vibe of that festival every year is so, yeah, that is what hardcore is to me, if that makes sense. A lot of newer festivals, I'm like, I don't know about the vibe there. When your family brings you Asian snacks, yippee. Okay, I don't care if it's basic, but Santal 33 is my favorite scent of all time. I need to come back and get this ASAP. Also, when did the Walmart clothing section get so freaking cute? Like, what the heck? I don't know what happened at the gas station just now, but I got 3 packs of Jewel Pods for basically $30. The gas station deal was if you buy 3, they're $15 a piece. But the lady rang it up, so, I was just out of there as fast as possible. And before you say anything, I know, I am solely supporting this company on my own, okay? Also, I practically crashed out in the middle of the Walmart produce section because I couldn't find the Napa cabbage. I couldn't even find the spot where it was supposed to be on the shelf. It was 20 minutes before it closed and I got lettuce. And that's not the same. And I don't know how well it's gonna go over trying to make these with my lettuce. Yay, yippee. Honestly, I'm feeling really defeated by Walmart this time. I almost went to a different grocery store, but last minute decided Walmart's the closest. I brought the suffering upon myself. But I did get some kiwis and pears, so that's good, right? Also, why does Walmart produce look like that? Why does this cantaloupe kind of look like a brain? This was the best looking one there, so you cut all this part off, so it doesn't really matter, but this cantaloupe has been through some stuff in its lifetime. Looks very Geodude. I've never seen these before in my life. Are these the same? It says for pickling and gives you direction. Can I eat these regular? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I don't know. I've just not been wanting to film or do this at all lately. And I think a lot of it is me feeling overwhelmed. Last year felt so long. But January of this year feels like all of that combined. How is this month and not even over? It feels longer than all of last year combined. Please tell me, please explain, because I'm tired. Too much going on. I'm sad for the world. Yeah, I don't know how anyone can focus or do anything. Anyways, used baby powder, setting powder again. I think it looks pretty good. Also, on a fun note, have you tried these? I like the max caffeine. I think this also has max chocolate flavor. Tastes like a Yoo-hoo, but better. Yeah, Yoo-hoo, but better. 90 calories, 0 sugar. This has sucralose. And then max has 140 milligrams of caffeine. Cookies and cream and peanut butter also taste so good, but they have 90 milligrams of caffeine. And I'm insane. I need the caffeine with the protein, with the whatever. I would love a max version of every flavor. I first tried these a year ago. Thought they were delicious, amazing. I've had multiple cases of them. Typically buy a case of the max. I'll put that in my description if you want to get some. They're $3 a can. But they started selling them at grocery stores near me, and my sister and one of my friends that does workout stuff posted about them in the same couple of days, and I was I thought everyone already knew about these because number one, tasty. They're so freaking tasty. And they were kind of viral on TikTok a year ago. So I don't know. Maybe I should just advocate for Spylt. You all should try it. They are kind of a small slim can, but all the stuff and how good it tastes in one little thing, I think all drinks are kind of priced like that right now. I don't know. I bought this the other day for I think more than that. But this has 42 grams of protein. This only has 20. I'm not trying to just make this an ad video, but I got this for free using Ibotta. It's a digital coupon thing. I have a lot less free stuff lately, but that was one of them. I'll put my code. If you sign up with it, you get $5 and I get $10. I've never tried to push that app because I just use it, but it's kind of like a digital rebate. This was $3 or whatever. Whenever you collect $20, you can cash out. Blah, blah, blah. Talking a lot. Anyways, I forgot that I have this Profusion palette. It's a little beat up. I've had it for a while, obviously. This is the chocolates palette, and this has more brown. Well, loved, okay? I do that same kind of eye look I did in my last video, but a different pop of color, but I'm gonna use these browns. Every time I put on a brown lippy, I'm like, why have I been trying to do neutrals and pinks? Like, this is me. But I think this is a vibe. This is a look. Also, what do you guys think of my hair? I used foam roller things you put in your hair when you sleep. I have like 3 jumbo ones that I really like. I think I might be doing this instead of fighting with my curl creams. Couple times. Being a stranger and talking to me for the first couple times is gonna be so disorienting because I do this thing where I just talk to people like I know them and I don't know them. Tonight you can see the northern lights, but I live in you can only see it with your cell phone area. So this guy was messaging me and he's in the top half of the United States, okay? Anyways, I can see on his profile that this guy lives in an area where you can see 2 different colors. So I say this, and he's just like, girl, what are you talking about? I'm like, go outside, go look, hello? Like, I'm sure that's gotta catch people off guard. Like, people gotta be like, dude, what is with this girl? Anyways, do you remember I was talking about chips? I made popcorn. Some of it's a little burnt, don't look at it, but I made this from kernels, and I just put a little salt. And it's way better than a bag of chips. So, baby steps, you know? Did you know that you can put these in the freezer and they get all slushy and they turn into like an actual frappuccino texture? But if you leave them in the freezer too long, they turn to a block of ice. That's what I did. So I put it in the refrigerator. Now it's like this again. And I can't fight with this frappuccino any longer. I'm just gonna drink it, okay? It's a little bit fucking delicious. Just a little bit. Me and my love for caffeine, that's gonna be going on my whole life. That's yes it is. I have an unhealthy love and addiction to it, but I'm self-aware, so you know, that's something. Okay, so I've been feeling so incredibly brain fucking dead lately, but in reality, that's the exact opposite of what's been going on in my brain. And then lately, whenever I'm trying to learn Chinese, I feel like things are getting mushed around in my head a little bit. So I don't know if you want to analyze me or not, but whenever I speak, sometimes I like slur some things together, just like my speech is, I get a little slurry. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, but whenever I've tried to practice speaking Italian, that language is so, like, American words are so, but all the words I'm trying to learn in Chinese lately, like, I know them individually, and I can say them individually, but in a string of words, it kind of just slurs together, and it's like, and then I'm like, wait, what it just came out of my mouth? Nothing, actually. I told you I use different apps, and they've been giving me too many words that are really similar at the same time. Like, I haven't mastered one in my brain. Like, they'll introduce 3 words. It'll be like morning, lunch, dinner, and they'll all have some of the same part of the word. But since I introduced them all to me at the same time, I'm like mixing them up. Politics and Chinese lately are just melting. I'm melting in there. So to take a step away from that, I've been playing a bunch of puzzle games. Like one with colored tiles and you have to stack them to 10 before the board is full and blah, blah, blah. Like, literally, they're just puzzle games. I love brain stimulation, so that'll suck me in and like entertain me and take my brain away from the other stuff. But it's also a lot of brain activity, so I've been feeling really tired lately too. Many naps, many naps. I heard, didn't look into if this is real or not, so I'm just gonna believe that it's real, and if it's not, but anyways, I heard that if you do like puzzles and like word puzzle type things, like the brain stimulation, and if you know multiple languages, that helps prevent dementia. I'm gonna believe that that's true and not look into it at all, so just, you know. Also, I updated my iPad. What did it do to these icons? Like, I customized this in between my last vlog and this vlog. Like, I was gonna show you these screenshots. And like, this page looks not great too. Yay. Let's do Duolingo. I'm not logged in on my iPad. I use it on my phone, but I put it on my iPad so that I can record myself showing you. I think that means I'm on section 7. But like I said, Chinese, Italian, Japanese, Korean. These 2, not learning a lot there. Out of the languages that I have, Korean to me is the hardest. Oh no, it says my Chinese score. What is a score? I'm currently learning content aligned with a very early A1 level of CEFR. In real life, this means you can use simple phrases for everyday needs. That's like the first section. 0 to 9. 7 is close to 9. I don't think that's very early. I think that's later end of A1. But Italian, Remember, I also deleted my account. Italian, I'm a 5. Whenever I'm brushing up on my Italian, it's like my brain needs a break from a newer language. So typically, I practice speaking.
Io sono di Roma.
Shut up. Oh, my... It's telling me about my energy. Ciao, Anna. Io sono di Roma. Scusa, tu sei di Philadelphia, vero? They like say the words to you, but I'm like, shut up. I already know how to say it.
Piacere, Luca.
See, like that they do that every time. Just know I'm skipping that by clicking speak really fast. Piacere, Luca. Ah, io sono di Londra. Di dove sei, Luca? Salve, io sono Laura. Ah, io sono di Milano. Sometimes my brain's like, hello? Ciao. In 1 minute, while still talking to you, I got 100. A minute and 9 seconds, whatever.
What are they?
I would probably do Duolingo more because it does like the speaking, which I think is important. If I didn't have these fuck-ass ads. 73 days. Now let's go back to Chinese. Yeah, my Chinese score is 5,602. Italian's only 1,020. I'll turn. Can you watch me this way? Yeah. Right? I think you can, yeah. Start.
韩文
Hongguan is Korean, so maybe that is a little intuitive.
书
Shu. That's gotta be book.
书
他喜欢中文书
Ta喜欢中文书. Zhongwen shu. Purple means that's a new word. Ready?
韩文书店
Hanwen shu dian. Eat chu.
吃
Korean Hanwen
韩文
我买英文书，你呢？
said, I buy English books. And you? This one. 我买英文课书 I said 课 That's class. 书 Book is 书
书
Store 书店
书店
Korean Hanwen
韩文
老婆
老婆
大学生 College student. Why do I keep trying to say class? I keep trying to say class, not book. I don't know why. Bing!
店
You know, bookstore makes sense, but to me, that looks like a container for soup. If you're taking it to lunch. Do you see what I'm saying? The sentence doesn't make sense. Obviously, I got it wrong. Whatever. Okay, now let me show you my favorite one. Back and forth between the main course of version 1 and version 2. Like a couple words in different ones that are like, they didn't touch on this word in the other version, so I don't know. Try our new apps. Learn Japanese and Korean fast. This is an ad for me specifically, I'm sure. We're gonna get it. I don't like it where I have to type out the word, which is what this is, in the pinyin, which would be the English letters of how it sounds, the way it sounds to me, and the way they want you to spell it, how it sounds, is not always like the same fucking thing. Is that neighbor? Inside.
我的邻居在里边。
I got neighbor. I don't know. Inside, outside, frontwards, left, right. Introduced those all to me at the same time, and I'm like, okay. I don't know any of these. Do I know any of these off the top of my head? No, I don't.
后边
That's behind.
里边
No.
外边前边商场不在那里
All of it wrong. Anyways, my brain is still feeling real mush about Chinese right now. Sometimes when your brain is tired, it's like, I know this stuff. I just don't know it right now. Believe me. Anyways, it just turned 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna go see if I can see any kind of northern lights. Hopefully I can see some little pink streaks through my camera lens. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I made this friend on Hello Talk, and like we were talking mostly in English. I was being silly because he was saying that his accent was cringe. I verbally spoke to him because he said he wanted to try to understand more. I personally feel like I'm a slow talker. He was like, oh my god, you're talking too fast. And I was like, am I? I was purposely trying to talk slow. And like, I feel like I already talk slow. I totally don't even remember the conversation, but I voice messaged, Bai Jing Ting, wa ai ni. Bai Jing Ting, I love you. Just like being silly. And he was like, oh wow, your pronunciation is very good. He was like, I listened to that 3 times and like, you have the pronunciation really good. Yes. A very simple sentence, good. Then he was like, is that your idol? And I was like, I guess it is. I do love him. I think he's so funny. I don't think I tell you guys enough how much like I actually do love him. I think he's so like I don't know. I like his personality. I don't know. He seems so chronically online, but not as a person that is putting themselves online. See this funny clip of him?
到碎嘴了。瓜子，接着丢了地瓜点芝麻。
Just two dudes and one brain cell.
讲你的耶。来一枪。最后的。
I don't even understand how they got the answers correct. How does that mean that?
下课，超人准备 QK，loser 留下来擦干。美女都在我的
来走的。
记得要还
金三角。
靠的是你不听。
我的天哪！
Anyways, I was like, yeah, that's my idol. I guess I have a lot of idols like Louis Yuning and Bai Jingting and whatever. And then I was like, do you have any like American idols? He said Sadie Silk. Then we started talking about Stranger Things, and like I never thought that I would be on an app talking to a Chinese man about Stranger Things, but you know, life is weird. Ugh, can't see nothing out there.